A perfect start for BMW in the Eifel. In qualifying for the 7th DTM season round at the Nürburgring, Augusto Farfus sets the fastest time. In the classic race on Sunday, the Brazilian has rightful hopes of his second season victory.
I'm very happy. I mean, starting from pole, of course, it's nice. Of course, it helps. But it's always, in DTM race, we have seen that we need a good race pace, a good strategy, good stops. And then we see. I think the car is good enough to win the race. The car is strong. The race pace should be okay. So let's see what Sunday will bring to us.
Fellow BMW driver Marco Wittmann completes the double pole for the brand from Munich. Like already at Spielberg, the youngster catches the attention with the second fastest time.
Actually, I'm really happy. I mean, it's a great result for us, especially like the last 3 races were quite difficult for me and for my team MTech. Now to be back in the first row is just a great result for us.
Miguel Molina sparks the surprise of the day. The Spaniard, who had no luck so far this season, ends up third from his fellow Audi driver Eduardo Mortara. The Phoenix driver has his first championship points within reach.
If I look a little bit to the front of the grid, we're very pleased with Miguel and Edo's performance. Both of them had quite a troubled season so far, and today they have had an excellent session, and they continued our run of having always at least one car in the top 4 of the qualifying.
In pleasant conditions with 22 degrees, it isn't just sunshine for the title candidates in the Eifel. So far, Mike Rockenfeller isn't particularly boosted by his home race. Only 11th place for the 29-year-old from Neuwied, who is in the lead of the driver standings.
Well, it was quite disappointing, of course. It's exactly where we didn't want to be, but it's like it is. We take it and we try the best tomorrow. The car was not quick enough with the setup, and so that's tough in DTM, and that's life, and now we continue tomorrow.
Reigning champion Bruno Spengler is only 1 place ahead of Rockenfeller in 10th place. Mercedes-Benz spearhead Gary Paffett does better than his 2 opponents, but 5th place is all he can manage.
I'm pretty happy with the car, and to be starting the first 3 rows, to be in front of Rocky and Bruno is a positive, so we'll see how the race goes. I think we can really do a good job and hopefully finish on the podium from P5.
For Timo Scheider and Martin Tomczyk, bad luck continues. The 2 ex-champions are out again after Q1 and are still waiting for success this season. Qualifying result at a glance. Augusto Farfus with the 3rd pole position of his career from Marco Wittmann. The 2nd row of the grid is a lockout for Audi. Then an armada of Mercedes-Benz drivers with Gary Paffett, Daniel Juncadella, Robert Wickens and Christian Vitoris. A strong lineup also on the 5th row with Matthias Ekström and Bruno Spengler. The second half of the ranking led by Jamie Green. Ex-Formula 1 driver Timo Glock is starting from 13th place into his DTM premiere at the Nürburgring. For Roberto Meri and Andy Prio in 21st and 22nd place, chances of scoring points are rather limited. The starting grid on the Nürburgring, a spicy mix. The weather forecast for Sunday provides additional excitement. Like so often in the Eifel, rain has been predicted. And as usual, one thing is certain in the Motorsport Classic: anything can happen at the Nürburgring.